just on it. Hello, everybody. Right there. Yeah. I'm Hopland, the CEO of Alpha Productions, and we are going to be talking about the Switch 2 Direct that happened yesterday. I know I'm late to this. But yeah, the Switch 2. Let's just get. I'm just trying to get my fonts together. Wait. Just trying to get my fonts on this presentation. Wait, you can see my screen. I don't want you to see my screen. Hey, you know what? Hold on. Hi, everybody. Hi, Deadpool. Just self-promoting. Hold on. Hello, I'm Manchwood. Hello, I am Hopland. We are talking about the Switch 2 Direct, and also I'm just get this out of the way. I know about the prices. And my quick stance on that, if you don't know, the price of the console is $450 at the price of Mario Kart World specifically being $80 physical, but the price of Donkey Kong Country Bonanza is the standard $70. I don't know what's going on there, but that's really confusing. A lot of people are upset about it. My stance is, one, gaming has always been a luxury item to begin with, so you've always had to pay a pretty penny for a game for a game console. But two, I can see why the price would be really steep for some people. Especially if the game's all going to be $80, but here's the prices of the games are, it's kind of confusing because again, Mario Kart World is the only Switch 2 game that's listed at $80. Donkey Kong Bonanza is listed as $70. So I don't know what's going on there. Like, why is there a $10 difference between the single player 3D platformer and the primarily multiplayer focused kart racing game? I don't understand what's going on there. That's what's confusing me the most. It's like, why is there a $10 difference between, like, you would expect if the price is going to be standard $80 for physical, then Donkey Kong Bonanza would also be $80, but it's not. The Donkey Kong Bonanza is the same price that it's been for a few years now. So I don't know. I'm only gonna say it's like, I understand why people are upset or might be upset, but I do think we've already reached the point where everything that could be said about this topic has already been said, and is now just being dragged out unnecessarily. And I do believe we just need to move on. Just need to move on from it. Yeah, but that's all I'll say. This conversation is going to be about what was in the direct itself, so let's get started. And now we have this little graphic. I'm gonna actually fast forward to the intro. They start out with our first look at, well, I already spoiled it. It's Mario Kart World. And I'm just gonna let the trailer speak for itself. Let me just adjust this part. Let me just adjust that audio real quick. That should sound better. This looks. I love how expressive all these characters are. I love how expressive all these characters are. Like, look. And here's the. I'm running out of look. Okay. Now I get in my head. I thought the heck I saw something else. You thought this was Crash Bandicoot? Why did you think this was Crash Bandicoot? I also cow. You can play as the cat. You can play as a cow. You can just play as the random ass cow from Moo Moo Meadows. This is so funny. You just play as the cow. Just play as the fucking cow. I don't know why that's so funny to me. It's hilarious. And also, this music is going hard, by the way. So this is the newest Mario Kart. This is we are finally moving away from Mario Kart 8 in a massive way. I'm just happy we're finally moving away from Mario Kart 8. I can go to the stage of the yeah, I can see that.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto.
The stupid. I'm sorry, I have to go back because the stupid. No. I can't get over that you can play as the fucking cow. You can just play as a random cow. Like, just a random cow. I can't get over that. I honestly can't get over that.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
Yeah. Mario Kart. This game looks a bit. I know this was a Harvest Moon West. I don't think Nintendo even owns Harvest Moon, but that would be funny. It's not the Cow's Harvest Moon Web.
Exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world.
Yeah, but you don't know.
Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
If you don't know, this is they'll do it like the. This is an open world. It's the same design, but yeah, it's the cow from Moo Moo Meadows. It's supposed to be the cow from Moo Moo Meadows, but I see why you would think it was the cow from Harvest Moon. But anyway, this is, if you don't know, this is an open world Mario Kart game.
Time of day
I'm not kidding. This is an open world Mario Kart game.
Change.
They have widow effects and everything. Like, look at this.
Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
This is so. When I first saw this.
Race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
I'm gonna keep pausing the talking because the director's kind of going. When I first saw this, my jaw actually dropped because it's like an open world. Because it's like an open world Mario Kart game. How is this gonna look? Then I saw actual gameplay. The actual gameplay shows like I think they actually made the tracks longer to compensate for the fact that you actually have to drive to each track in the Grand Prix. Like the tracks are like in the Mushroom Cup are actually fairly decently long, so I think they made the tracks longer to compensate for the fact that you drive to each track like on the road.
But don't sleep at the wheel.
And also, ironically, it actually makes it actually feel more like an actual Grand Prix.
You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
Yeah, 24, and also this mode. I want to speak to this mode feature about.
Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
This is such a good idea for a mode in an open world Mario Kart game.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way.
Like this is
If you're below the placement shown when you
this mode looks insanely fun. This mode looks really fun to play.
At checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
It's such a good idea for like it's such a good idea addition for an open world Mario Kart because of course you would have like. And also free roam.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Free roam. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Booting Mario Kart, I can see myself just when I'm stressed out and just having a bad day, booting up Mario Kart World, going into the free roam mode, and just driving around the open world for like a couple of hours. Just relaxing, maybe hanging out with friends. Cause it emulates the feeling of just driving around, like driving around on the open road, without actually having to leave my house, which is, well, actually would be really nice. Yeah, continuously plays. But I'm wondering, where the hell is Rainbow Road? Where the hell is Rainbow Road? It has to be somewhere. Are you gonna go check it lots of it out of a spaceship?
And routes. So drive where?
So I guess I got jump scare. I thought Nightbot was one of those stupid spam bots that try one of those stupid spam bots. No, it's just Nightbot. It's just so like, and also you have different costumes. The fact you have different costumes in this game is actually.
You can also go for scenic drives with friends.
With friends.
And even take photos together at different locations.
This actually looks like, honestly, outside the open world thing, which is already a massive change up, World looks like a massive step up from 8. Just both in terms of speed from what I've seen in terms of massive step up in terms of like mechanics and speed and just genuinely how it feels. Okay, wait. But seriously. And also, my friends pointed out in the open world in Mario Kart 8, they actually use like pieces from previous Mario Kart tracks to like as part of the loads, and you can see
A brand new race across the entire world starts here.
and I'm just gonna say it. Sorry, say something. Right now, Nintendo is honestly one of the few. Nintendo right now is honestly one of the few companies that seems to understand how to do an open world game correctly. That's an honest opinion. Nintendo seems to understand how to do an open world game correctly. They understand that you can't just plop the player into a massive area and say go explore, and expect it to just find the interesting parts of your game on your own. Like, they understand that you have to actually read them in directions. You have to have it provide something interesting for them to find out in the open world, and not just plop them in. Yep, I can already see the fan art of this game.
Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in
And also, yeah, Mario Kart World is our first official launch title. And judging by how it looks, yeah, that they made the right move being a launch title. And also, but did anyone else saw this date down here for the Direct and thought this is the release date for the console itself? Because I did and freaked out that I realized, oh, that's for the Direct. Even though it's the launch of the PS2. Yep. Well, really? Oh, what? And here's the thing about Nintendo. Nintendo goes for like heavy stylization over always goes for like heavy stylization over top of the line graphics, which helps a lot with making the games like with like both like not making with both maintaining the competitiveness and when those systems have traditionally been underpowered, but it also helps Nintendo's games like actually aids well, as opposed to like a lot of companies that go for like as realistic as possible, and then in a few years those realistic games look like shit. So yeah, but as you think, this actually just
World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
You're gonna see later, but Nintendo seems to have like pretty much. Oh, this is like 306 was
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as
Nintendo
Nintendo
just went
Switch
to
2.
like speaks for itself.
We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo
Also,
Switch 2.
this.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
We
for
finally
Switch
get to know what the C button does.
2. And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
Guess what the C button does?
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
C button, yep, the chat button. And also, you're gonna notice really quickly something about this that I want to point out.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys.
Something about this that I want to point out. Like what? That's you brought up Discord. That is literally the Discord voice chat UI. That's literally the Discord voice chat UI. Just like very good. And I've heard rumors that Discord might be like selling, might be like letting Nintendo like use their platform for this for this voice chat feature, which would make sense because this is literally just Discord the Discord voice chat UI. So yeah, it might be a thing, and it would make kind of sense because Discord has a working like chat platform already built and established. So I would why don't Nintendo just get permission from Discord to use their platform while over them trying to build their own and messing it up. First, I don't think it's a joint ownership. I think it's Nintendo. I think it's Nintendo. I think it's either Discord letting Nintendo use their platform for the voice chat, or Nintendo paying Discord a lot of money for permission to use their platform without the Discord brand without the Discord branding just plastered all over it. It's probably the latter. Nintendo is probably like paying Discord a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money to like use their platform for this feature. Because again, this UI. This is literally the Discord voice chat UI. I should probably go and post. Let's probably do that so you can see it better. Like this is literally the Discord voice chat UI. Yeah, see, you can see it clearly.
Wait, no.
But I don't think it's a joint ownership. I do not believe for a second that it's a joint ownership.
Introducing Game Chat.
But here's the thing. The built-in voice chat on the Switch 2 is actually kind of nice because sometimes you're just away from your PC or just away from any device you might have Discord Discord on, and if your friends want to like talk with you while you're playing a game, having so you can just start up a voice call on the Switch 2 itself when you don't really have access to Discord, that's actually really convenient and a nice option to have. I would prefer to use Discord, but if I don't have access to Discord, but I still have access to like my Switch 2, the fact that I can just start a voice chat on Switch 2 and be talking to my friends is a nice option to have. Yep, you would be able to. There might be something later where you can leak your Discord account. I wouldn't be surprised if the Discord thing is true that if there was an option to like there's an update that lets you link your Discord account to your Nintendo account and being able to like being able to use like Discord voice chat through the Switch 2 itself. Or maybe Switch 2 getting like a Discord app or something that you could launch. I don't know how this would work actually. Yeah, I can. But again, just having native voice chat on the Switch 2 is a big deal. It's just in general. Just having native voice chat on the Switch 2 is actually a big deal.
A new feature for Nintendo.
I just hope that the Switch 2 voice chat actually has good features, like being able to mute people, or being able to like mute people when you need to step away. like if you need to step away, you can just mute the entire call, and then unmute when you unmute when you get back. Basically, it needs to have the same features that the Discord voice chat already has. Because you could do that on Discord. You could just mute the entire call and walk away, and then unmute when you come back. Basically, it needs to be on the same level as like what Discord already has for people to actually consider using it as an option over Discord. It's nice that it's here, but it needs to have the base features that Discord already has.
Switch 2.
And also, yeah, this is.
Hello?
It notifies you when someone enters the chat.
With this feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
And also, you'll see like Nintendo is actually really pushing social features for the Switch 2 kind of hard. Like they kind of want like social features to be one of the main selling points of the Switch 2. It feels like between this and all of the multiplayer games that they've announced for this system, like Mario Kart and a bunch of other games. So I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo if Nintendo really wants like social features and to be part of this, they're gonna be announcing a bunch of like multiplayer games. I wouldn't be surprised if they announced like a Splatoon 4 or a Splatoon spin-off or something, because they seem to be really pushing the social aspect of social features for this console.
Should we follow you? Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Because again, Mario Kart World is a launch title, and that's a heavy multiplayer game. The launching of a multiplayer game, that says a lot on its own. It says a lot that says something about what Nintendo's priorities are for this console. The fact that a multiplayer game is a launch title.
While using the game chat feature,
And also the fact that you added a microphone.
your
Like a
voice
built-in
is recognized by a
microphone.
microphone built
I
into
know the Switch 1 had a microphone, but it was barely used. The microphone on the Switch 2 is more pronounced. It is more obvious.
the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right? Alright, let's keep going. Okay. So,
It can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
And also, yeah, it's just basically voice chat. But
It's okay. And you can use this feature in handheld mode too. You can also
And also-
shift mode too.
I just want to play
Easily
this
chat
up.
with friends and family. If you open the
And also
chat
squeeze
menu
yelling.
and turn on game screen sharing,
And also, oh god,
you can also share your game screen.
oh god, the flame light on the screen showing. Oh god, did you notice that?
In the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job.
Look at this.
There we go.
you can also share your game screen.
Look. Oh god, the flame light on the screen. The flame light on the screen showing is really bad. Like this is one of the most the best. This is like a pre-made trailer trying to make it look good, and the flame light on the screen showing looks really rough. Like it's saying, I hope this is like beta, like a beta version of this feature, because that looks rough. It's probably serviceable. You could probably just tell what the other person is doing, but that's still really rough. That's still really rough. Check. Yep. And it's Nintendo, so that's probably a likely possibility. I hope Nintendo has fixed the internet with the Switch 2. I hope the Switch 2 internet is a lot better. Because then, again, if Nintendo's going to push social features as hard as they are, as hard as it feels like they are, they need to have made an effort to improve the internet because nothing will kill people's desire to use the Switch 2 social features faster than the internet being as bad as it was on the Switch 1. Please, Nintendo, if you want to put social features, improve your internet infrastructure.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really? They can do that?
Can do it? You guys, they just did it.
Well, I want to do it too.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Yeah, this is.
Okay, I got it.
It's good. I'm not asking much from screen sharing. You can tell what's going. You can tell what's going. What the other person is doing for the most part, but they're still kind of rough. This question, yeah, I blame Nintendo's network infrastructure. I completely blame Nintendo's network infrastructure not being that great. Because it can't be the console. The console is pretty powerful, as we'll see, is pretty strong. So it has to be Nintendo's internet network infrastructure. Which, if it is, that is a sign like Nintendo. You have to improve your internet infrastructure. Like, especially if you imagine if they announced Splatoon 4, and it runs amazing in every aspect. But it's still plagued with the same connection issues that Splatoon 3 was. That would immediately kill that game so fast. Like, everything runs great, everything looks great, but it's still plagued with the same issues that Splatoon 3 had with its multiplayer. So Nintendo has to know that they have to improve the network infrastructure if they want these social features and multiplayer games to be a core selling point of the Switch 2. They have to know that people aren't going to accept shitty internet when the rest of the console is a massive improvement. It would be the one black mark. Well, it would be the second black mark on the Switch 2 as a system, if the internet isn't fixed. And here's the thing, the Splatoon thing, that would suck because I love Splatoon. I want Splatoon to be enjoyed more. I want people to actually be able to play multiplayer matches in Splatoon without having to deal with the frustration of just horrible internet and constant disconnects. And sometimes laggy as hell matches. And here's the thing: Nintendo is a whale that the internet isn't that the internet infrastructure is an issue for Splatoon specifically. Because it's Splatoon 3, they made it so that if a person disconnects from a match, and within the first minute you're kicked out of the match, and only the person who disconnected gets assigned a loss. So the old whale that the internet has been an issue for that franchise specifically. So the old whale of the problem. We just have to hope that they're making an effort to actually fix it.
You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
And here's the thing: I like that it.
Oh wow! I'm like in the sky right here.
Yeah, I can't keep playing that, and it's 2 seconds. Yep, it's 2 seconds. Yep. And I have hope because this presentation is a big sign that Nintendo has realized that we haven't kept up with how technology has improved. We need to release something that shows that we need to release a system that's up to real technology is now. So we can still be competitive. Personally, like you'll see, You see, I personally do not care about 4K, but the fact that Nintendo I'm skipping ahead a bit here. The fact that Nintendo has gone for like the 4K jump with the Switch 2 shows that they'll aware of the mistakes and they are aware that in order to stay competitive in the market, they have to release a system that catches up to real technology is right now. Otherwise, they're going to be left in the dust. And for me, that's kind of a shame because, for me, a big part of the charm of Nintendo's games is that they never have relied on like the most high def graphics or the most cutting edge technology available. They were just fun, colorful, whimsical games that didn't try to push how realistic everything was, or how gritty everything could be, or how many hills you could be, how many hills on a character model could be displayed at one time. The charm of Nintendo has always been, we're going to make something charming and fun, and something. We're gonna make something charming and fun that's still pretty to look at without using graphics as a crutch. That has always been the strongest aspect of Nintendo to me. And now I'm kind of worried that Nintendo's going to fall into the trap of that so many other companies that are trying to be as realistic as possible and losing what makes so many people actually like see. So many people see their games as kind of like a breath of fresh air in an industry that just feels kind of stagnant with hyper realism. Yeah, and if it wasn't, Deadpool 720 and 60 FPS. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly fine as long as it that looks fine. I don't need anything more than 720 and 60 FPS. That's all I need. If I can't get that, then I'll just take like a stable frame rate in general. As long as I can play the game without it constantly stuttering, then I'm perfectly fine. Then I'm perfectly happy. That's all I need. I just want to be able to play the game at a stable frame rate without it constantly stuttering at me. I don't need it to look the best, I just want to be able to play it. It looking pretty is just a nice little bonus. That's something that a lot of companies need to understand. That most people don't really care about graphics. They just want to be able to play the game at a stable frame rate. And I've heard a lot of PC players, if the game isn't running smoothly, they will actually sacrifice graphics for. They will sacrifice graphics for the game actually running smoothly and actually being able to play it. So, for a lot of people, being the game running smoothly trumps like raw graphical power.
I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe for now.
Kirby, look, you're in the store. That's so cute. So cute.
And also, this trailer. This is basically like soft confirmation that yes, the Switch is backwards compatible with most of the Switch 1 library.
You can adjust the size of your
Which
game
is
screen.
good. Which is good. Because a lot of people still have like own Switch 1 games.
Or expand another friend's game screen.
Okay, this is basically typical Discord features. All this.
Right now, so I'll be right back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Here,
muting feature.
You can quickly and easily mute yourself and more.
Okay, and also,
And
yeah,
video
they have a camera feature for some reason.
Chat while
Like,
playing
they're
a
selling a
game.
camera
Face is on here.
for some reason. Also a PSN option. I don't know what you mean by
Here's how
PSN.
it works with just the camera
I don't know what you mean by PSN option.
There you go. I bet you like that. Wait for me.
Please.
That camera is 80 bucks, by the way, separately.
Forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
So I'm not gonna buy it. Like that camera is literally. I checked Nintendo's website. That camera is literally 80 bucks separately. I'm only gonna get that if I really want to do and it's like I'm a fully. I don't usually want to reveal my real face to people. I'm usually just using my persona to. I'm usually using my. But oh, yes, I was a game. Yep. Again, Nintendo. This feels like Nintendo just catching up with the rest of the with the rest of the industry in the rest of the industry. But again, that's all the Switch 2 do need to be. It needed to be one, a massive upgrade, and two, just in general, just be a system that be a Nintendo system that just catches up with everyone else. Like. This is the Switch 2 is the system Nintendo needed to make in order to stay competitive within the industry. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I had to piss. I really had to go. But this is actually kind of cute, though. The fact that this is actually kind of cute, though. The fact that you can use the camera feed actually appeals in the game itself. Yeah, that's what also one of my. It's like, what? Who is the camera for? Like, who is this for? What? Who is this for? I mean, this is kind of cute, the fact that the camera appeals in the game like this. But I'm literally wondering, who is this for? Because again, we have Discord. Again, we have Discord. You can just hook up a webcam to your PC and show up and have voice chat through the webcam on your PC already. And the fact that, and for by the way, you can buy much higher quality and much higher quality cameras for just as much as the Switch 2 camera, or slightly more expensive than ones that'll actually worth like, you can buy a decent for $80. It's the same thing as the for $80 you can get you can just get a better webcam. You can get a much better webcam. That's actually probably gonna hold up. That's like, unless it's like a really, again, who is this for? I'm wondering, who is this for?
I go a little more this way.
Use in-game chat. Even when you're apart,
You're gonna
you can
nice.
play games and hang
You're in
out.
the PNG. Oh, nice. I still need to make a proper PNG tuber of my director bun, because I'm like. For $80, you can also get 6 used games from a swap. Yeah, that's also true. It's really a case of like, again, who is this for? Who's gonna buy this stupid little camera when most people are just content with most people, if they are using the voice chat feature on the Switch 2, they're just gonna use the voice chat feature and not bother with the camera. I'll just use Discord.
As if you were together in the same room.
But
Or compete in online multiplayer games.
But again, I'm really happy that the Switch 2 actually has integrated voice chat.
Chat while playing your personal favorites.
That's going like the Switch 2. The Switch 2 having integrated voice chat at all. It's just at all. is going to make things a lot easier because it gives us more options when we just flat out don't want to use Discord or do not have access to Discord. So just having the option of just booting up a voice chat on your on your system itself is actually pretty big.
Decide your own rules for a retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families. All together, anytime, anywhere. Game chat.
What did you think? In development,
And also, no one's surprised you need a Nintendo Switch Online
the goal
membership
was for you to enjoy playing
to
online
use the
with
voice chat
others
feature.
more closely, including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place.
And also, yeah, I guess
Game chat supports the Nintendo Switch parental,
yeah, parental controls.
and
We're
different
still
settings
talking about
can be
this.
adjusted.
For Switch, even if you just have one
And also
game,
this.
you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend.
We're gonna be
and play
skipping
together.
around.
But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game with Game Share.
Yeah,
As
Game
shown
Share.
Here, even games that
Basically, this is basically the Switch. Basically, it's DS download play, but with a different name. That's basically what this is. This is basically DS download play, which I'm happy they're bringing back as a feature because I like the concept of DS download play. You have the same system. Let's just play together.
require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share
It's basically DS download play, which I actually like.
compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share a game.
And also, yeah, that's actually pretty big. The fact that they can also use this feature with like a regular Switch. That's actually pretty big. You think you know how to?
up to 3 other systems at a time.
Yeah, they really fought through the fact that fought through that not everyone is going to get a Switch. Like they really fought through. It's like, oh, not everyone's going to buy a Switch 2 immediately. So let's make a few features from on the Switch 2 available. Like working with the regular Switch, so you can actually still use them with like your friends who still own a Switch, who still own like the Switch 1. It's just like I can still if I want to play like use this feature, use Game Share. It's like, oh, I want to play. I just pull up my Switch 2 and start up a game, and well, me and my friend who has a Switch 1 can just start playing.
Game Share also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems.
Again,
And you
pushing
can use it with
social
friends
features
via
really,
Game Chat,
really
which
heavily.
we showed earlier. Game Share can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free
I'm
update
surprised
of
Odyssey is
Games
on there.
51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch. Game Share support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
I am betting. I'm just gonna call it right now on this. I'm betting Mario Kart World is going to be one of those games that are compatible with Game Share. I am betting because that actually would be a no duh. Like make Game Share compatible with Mario Kart World for the purpose of like local multiplayer. That seems like a no duh. That seems like a no duh. That would. How do we? Deadpool. Deadpool. That's been Nintendo for the past decade. That's literally been Nintendo for the past decade. Which is both funny and kind of frustrating at times.
Up next,
And also, hardware one
we'd
down.
like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Hardware one down. Quick
Please take a look.
Quick hardware one down.
At 7.9
So, yeah.
inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen.
I heard the past decade was... Well, that too. That too. That too. That too. Anyway.
Compares to Nintendo Switch.
Screen
The
bigger.
system's thickness remains the same.
And also,
with approximately double the pixels compared to
double
Switch,
pixel.
you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
You have a 1080p like bigger high resolution screen. But there's no, and also this is what I was like,
The
huh?
screen supports up to 120 frames.
This is what I was like, wait, what? Yeah, apparently we said this is when I realized, oh, this is a much more massive upgrade than I was expecting. 100, it support up to
for smoother gameplay in supported time.
120 FPS support. Was not expecting that. And HDR support.
The
Again,
LCD
was not
screen is
expecting
more
this.
vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas.
Like, here's the thing. I was expecting a moderate upgrade from the Switch 1. I was not expecting this.
The images.
Like, this is a massive upgrade from the Switch 1.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically.
This is
Strong magnets
already...
keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your
I'll
controller
wait till this is
easily
over.
by pressing the
to tell you
release
my
button
thoughts.
on the back.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the thing. Here's something about 120 FPS is starts to reach the limit of what the human eye can comprehend, which is why 60 looks fine. Like 120 FPS is literally the max of what the human eye can actually process. Anything beyond that is just why bottle.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger.
And also,
Greater
thank
comfort
God!
and control when playing with the Joy-Con 2.
Thank God! You don't realize how much of it... You have no idea. This is actually a big... Because the fact that they've made the buttons on the Joy-Con itself bigger is a big deal, because those tiny buttons are the reason I never use my Joy-Cons as a controller. I hated those tiny buttons so much. The fact that they're actually made bigger is just a massive improvement. Cause I can actually press these buttons without having to clamp my fingers.
Held horizontally. The left and right sticks are
Those
now
are control sticks. I hope they fix the drift issue. I really hope they fix the drift issue in the
Each
control.
Joy-Con 2 controller
And also,
can be used
official
as a mouse
confirmation
to
of
play with compatible
the
games.
Joy-Cons can be used
Both
as a
the
mouse.
left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse
Which
controls.
we guessed for a long time.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
And also, yeah, better speakers are gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to heal it when I have to heal up the audio sounds for myself to judge that. You know, I didn't know about
it has
this.
a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
And also, yeah, this is probably a good thing that it has, like, voice. At least the pull controls are nice. Yeah, the pull controls are nice. But the Joy-Con control for the Switch 2 actually looks like it's more comfortable than the Joy-Con control on the Switch 1. So I might use the Joy-Con control on the Switch 2 more. Depends on how it feels, but if it's... Because I've always used the pull control on the Switch 1 because the Joy-Con control, like the docked Joy-Con control on the Switch 1 is just, it's too cramped for my hands. And the buttons are too small. So I just use the pull control.
Even if you don't have a surround sound
And also
system,
3D audio.
games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
You know, so yep. 3D audio. I don't get the point of 3D audio, but hey, it's like to me it's a novelty.
Place your Nintendo
And also,
Switch 2 however you like.
much bigger
with a large,
stand.
Sturdy stand.
Much bigger stand. Like this stand isn't a flimsy little like. I'm going to say it. The Switch 2 really kind of shows that the Switch 1 was rust because the Wii U failed. This is really showing that the Switch 2 was rust because the Wii U was such a massive flop. The Switch 2 in a lot of ways, feels like the console Nintendo wanted to make with the Switch 1, but did it did it because of time because they needed to get something else on the market fast, otherwise because they were in trouble as a company at the time. Like, yeah, the Switch was. I'm convinced that if the Switch 1 didn't blow up as massive as it did, then Nintendo would have probably dropped out of the hardware market and gone the same road as Sega. That is a really real possibility of what could have happened with Nintendo. If that's kind of scary to think about. Like, the Wii U flopped so hard that if the Switch wasn't as much of a massive success as it was, that Nintendo real honestly could have dropped out of the hardware market completely and went third party. That is honestly kind of interesting to think about, actually. Like, it's kind of like a what if Nintendo couldn't recover from the Wii U flopping. The Wii U was actually a pretty decent console too. It's just that Nintendo muddled it with the marketing. I'm not gonna get into that.
You can move it freely, like this.
And also this, thank God.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom
Two
of the system, one on top and
two USB-C ports. Thank God. No more awkward finagling of trying to charge your Switch when it's outside the dock.
as well. It's handy.
The Switch here's the thing. The Switch 2 having an extra USB-C port, again, seems small, but it's actually a big deal. It's actually a pretty big deal. Because it makes stuff like charging and plugging in stuff a lot.
Connecting a USB-C camera.
Sorry. I'm just babbling.
Charging in tabletop mode.
Yeah, this is charging in tabletop mode. And also,
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256
8
gigabytes
times
of
more
internal
storage.
8 times that of Nintendo Switch.
8 times more storage. And upgrade the Switch desperately needed.
Storing your game downloads, save data.
I've already played in dark mode. I've mostly played handheld mode.
Also faster.
Yeah, but
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock.
here's something I was not expecting at all. The dock supports 4K.
To connect to your TV and enable
The
up to
dock supports
4K
4K. I was not
resolution
expecting
for
that.
compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV mode. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan.
And also,
that
this
keeps
is
your
gonna help
system
a
cool.
lot. The
This
dock
helps
having a
keep
built-in
performance
fan. I'm just gonna talk. The dock having a built-in fan, that's actually a massive relief because the Switch 1 gets really hot, like insanely hot. Like when playing Splatoon 3, I can actually heal it. I can actually heal it struggling to run and actually and feel it, and it's blazing hot. My Switch is more than once overheated a few times because in dark mode because of not getting proper ventilation. So I'm really happy they addressed it. So let's just put a fan in the dock.
On Nintendo Switch 2,
And
you
get
can play
soft
Nintendo
confirmation.
Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical
I
and
know that compatible. I am betting the only incompatible Switch 1 games that are Switch 1 games that are gonna be anything that requires like real peripherals, like Labo, Wing Fit Adventure, any of the Toys to Life games like Skylanders or Starlink, like anything that requires like real peripheral that you had to have like real peripherals to play. Yeah, well, the Switch 2 dock having a fan, that was needed. That was badly needed considering how the Switch 1 already had overheating issues. And if they did it, and considering how much more horsepower the Switch 2 has, it could potentially run into even worse overheating issues if they didn't address it. Because there was no point in having a much stronger system if it's going to have even worse overheating issues than the Switch 1 had. There too, the yeah. Well, that is also something like even the PS5 does. Well, they have a performance mode and a graphics mode. Well, performance mode like walks it to 120p. Walks it to 120p, but keeps the frame rate at 60. And graphics mode like enables 4K but walks the frame rate at 30. So it's kind of similar to that. And you have to keep in mind this is still like a handheld that you put into a docking station, like the Switch 1 was. There's only like so much power. There's only like so much horsepower they can stuff into the Switch 2. Like just from the restrictions of it being a handheld. And it's not like Nintendo is trying to stuff as much horsepower as possible into the Switch 2, like Sony did with the Vita, which was ironically the thing that killed the Vita, because they stuffed so much horsepower into the Vita that they had to charge and really they had to charge at the time a really extravagant amount for a handheld that people weren't willing to pay because again it was a handheld. I have to stress that at the time. I forgot how much the Vita. I actually don't know how much the Vita actually retailed for when it released. Anyway.
digital games are supported.
Yeah, with Vita, you would have had. With Vita, it's like I heard the Vita actually had some pretty good games on it too, like Tearaway, Persona 4 Golden, like the original, like the Danganronpa before Danganronpa released Danganronpa 1 and 2 before those games got released on PC. Like the Vita had some, the Vita is the Sony's Wii U. The Vita is straight up the Sony's Wii U. A good console that was marketed poorly. And people knew what it was, but the high price point and people not wanting to spend like pretty much what as it was at the time console prices for a handheld just pretty much killed it. So it was pretty, yep. And it's just kind of a shame that the Vita kind of scaled Sony away from attempting a handheld system again for like over a decade at this point. I want Sony so badly to try another handheld system. I want them so badly to try again on making like a handheld system. The PS5 Pocket does not count. The PlayStation Pocket does not count. I don't know what the fuck the PlayStation Pocket is, but that does not count. I don't even know what that's even for. What is even? I don't even know what that even is. Who is that even for? But we're getting sidetracked. This is about Nintendo. This is not about Sony. This is not about Sony. I'm getting sidetracked.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply...
I do think of how we were trying to revive Vita, but yep. Here's the thing, yeah. They could... Yeah, moving on.
...improve the Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features.
And also, I want to talk about this.
Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
Yeah, this is stupid. I'm sorry.
There are a lot of question mark icons here.
This is stupid. I'm sorry. If you don't know what this is basically... This should be the Switch 2's tech demo game, but they're selling it.
Attached to the system.
It's not even that interesting. It's just an interactive museum full of little blurbs about the Switch 2's technology that they're selling for I don't know what...
A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
This feels like it should be a packing game that they're selling for some reason. Someone on a stream was watching actually put it best. This feels like the shell hodl tech demo that they developed for the Switch 2 to try and market it to investors. That they're just selling to us. That they're just selling back to us for some godforsaken reason. Why?
Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2.
Again, this feels like a shell hodl
Another
present.
example.
This honestly feels like an the interactive shell hodl presentation that they made for the Switch 2 to try and convince shell hodlers that the Switch 2 is good, this new. Yeah, this had really good at the people. Yeah. Or better. You know what this should have been? This should have been like something like Nintendo Land. I'm dead serious. This should have been something like Nintendo Land where it had like different themed mini games to show off the different features of the Switch 2. This should have been like Nintendo Land. Like different theme. You went around like a theme park, went around an area, like with different themed mini games showing the different themed mini games based on Nintendo's IPs that show off different features of the Switch 2. But no, again, this feels like the interactive shell hodl presentation that they're selling back to us for some reason. And I do not get this decision.
The Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls.
From
the unique features of the system.
I'm just gonna skip this because it's like there's nothing really that interesting here.
Nintendo Switch 2. So please check it out if you're interested.
This is the part of the presentation where we're starting to get related to like, oh, this is going to be. Is it gonna be the rest of the show?
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles. It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards.
Basically, Switch 2 game cards are gonna be red.
And it has much faster data reading speeds.
And also, much faster data reading speeds.
Next up is additional storage.
And also, it's real quick, it's the additional storage for the Switch 2, as you see, it's only gonna be compatible with like microSD Express cards because of faster data reading. Because I get it. It's using better, more recent technology, but that still kind of sucks. That we can't just stick any existing micro SD cards we have in our existing switches and it's just gonna work. It still
Switch
kind of
2 will
sucks.
only
So I had
work
to.
with
It really kind of sucks. So I had to buy like an entirely separate micro SD card for expanded storage on the system.
micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible. Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible. Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more.
And also, thank God, you can just sign into your Nintendo account on both your Switch 1 and Switch 2, and just transfer your data over. Did you hear about all the megabytes? I'm gonna have to see that meme. I gotta want to see that meme. But yeah, again, real quick. Thank God you can just log into your Nintendo account on both systems and just transfer transfer stuff over. That's honestly a massive relief. That's just that simple.
We're also releasing a new Pro Controller.
Yep, and Pro Control
It
works the
has a
same.
C button, which launches
Switch 2 Pro Control works the same as the Switch 1 Pro Control, just with the C button.
Game Chat, and on the back there are new GL and GR.
I don't know what those
which
buttons
you can
do.
use to assign existing button controls.
I don't know what those buttons do.
In addition, an audio jack has been added.
I don't know what
We've introduced
audio
a
jack
few
on the
new
Pro
features,
Control. I don't
and
know
after
what
today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2
audio
website
jack on the Pro
will
Control.
go
I don't know
live.
what that
There
is.
will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
Yep.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
Here we go.
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
June 5th. That's in like a couple months. That's really close, actually. June 5th was actually surprisingly close. Oh boy. I was not expecting it to be that soon. I thought for sure the Switch 2 was going to be like a holiday release. I thought for sure the Switch 2 was going to be like November or something. Or October. I thought for sure it was going to be like a winter release for the winter release. But no, it's like really soon. That's all I'm going to say.
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it.
I need to go to the bathroom again. Okay, I just had to piss again. But anyway, I just want to know, when did you think the Switch 2 was going to release? Because again, I honestly thought it was going to be like October, November, not in like a couple months from now. I honestly thought it was going to be a holiday release. Also, they do not officially announce the prices in this presentation. Which I feel like if they announced the prices in this presentation, it would have softened the blow a little bit than just having to find out from the web, from like going to like the Nintendo website and then being shocked by it. I honestly feel like if they announced the price of the Switch 2 in this presentation itself, that would have softened the blow. That would have prevented people from just getting so angry. Some people would probably still be angry and upset, but we wouldn't have like the insane amount of. I think a massive part of it is like people feel like they got caught off guard by how expensive it is and are lasting out. That honestly feels like what's going on. People feel like, you know, like people got caught off guard by the price, are lasting out and not taking the time to just calm down and process what they're saying. I feel like that if they announce the price in the direct itself, yeah, baby waging, yeah, because again, get the caught off guard. Nintendo could have prevented a lot of the drama by just announcing the price in the presentation itself. That way, people would have time to process it and have time to just process the fonts on it, talk about it, and just move on instead of just being caught off guard. So yeah, I think it was a bad move on Nintendo to not announce the price in the presentation. I understand that they were probably worried about like the price that announcing the price in the presentation would derail the marketing hype for the new system. But if you know something is going to cause people to get angry, it's usually better to just rip off the Band-Aid, announce it officially, and have people process their emotions, and then move on to discussing your product in a move on to people discussing your product, discussing your product in a calm way, than over them lashing out and just being angry. Like, that's what I'll say.
Please wait just a bit longer.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games.
Oh, there, you had this.
The first type is Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch exclusive games. You already said that.
These games take advantage of the performance.
This is actually like something that I have a lot to say about.
The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 edition games are the third type.
And also, yeah,
Some games that were released on Switch will receive.
I want to explain. Let's talk about it.
Ways to play on Switch 2 and more.
Oh boy.
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
I see what this is.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition,
Switch 2 edition games,
and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2.
I don't know what this is.
Let's check out 3 new and updated modes.
So yeah,
First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can do
again,
the
I don't.
activities.
This feels like a
You'll be able to
novelty.
see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience.
Again, this feels like a massive novelty. This feels like a massive novelty.
Reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live.
Yeah, this is
a
just.
mode where
I don't
the
know who this is
larger
for.
team wins.
I don't know who this is for.
Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice. Go.
Again, this. I have nothing to say to this.
And other
I don't care.
mini-games using full body movement and sound.
Yeah, this.
Finally, take a ride
That's
on
what I
the
call in the
mouse-controlled
person
carnival
review.
coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured.
Yeah, it's basically Nintendo's version of like the iToy, I think. And the wonderful.
Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster. When you enter
this is basically
a mini
DLC.
game will begin. There's a bouldering
So,
game
yeah,
where 2 players each control an
trying
arm.
to think.
And one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini-games. How quickly can you reach the station? From mini-games that use a camera, the built-in microphone,
I have nothing to say this because I don't really care
mouse
about
controls,
mobility.
and rumble.
But this
The
does
biggest
set up
party
the
yet is
what
getting even bigger.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
So basically,
Please look forward
Nintendo Switch 2 Edition,
to a new
Best-
Mario Party experience. where
this
you
doesn't
can
really
see
make
each
it
other's
cool.
reactions.
No, this honestly makes it seem like Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. It's much more than what they'll show. This makes it look like Nintendo Switch 2 Edition is just oh the games have the games have DLC.
While playing.
It's not just that.
Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition.
I like the way they don't leave it at that. Also, good games. Yeah, that first game they showed makes it just seem like Nintendo Switch 2 Edition is just oh the games are just getting DLC. Not really the best.
Nintendo Switch 2 Edition is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
They show, but what Nintendo Switch 2 Edition actually means is that it's basically like the PlayStation 5 upgrades for certain games. They provide higher frame. This upgrade to higher frame rate and higher resolution, and some games will actually have extra content added, like will actually have new content. We'll actually have new content entirely. So it's like it's not just like a flame rate bump and a resolution bump. Sometimes they'll actually have like just brand new stuff that's added in, like kind of like DLC. Really good games. Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of Switch 2 games, like, there's gonna be some Switch 2 Edition games that are just literally just the frame rate and resolution bump because that's really all they need. But some games are going to be like the frame rate. The fact that some games are going to be the frame rate and resolution bump, but plus new content, it actually kind of makes it more kind of makes it like gives more of a reason to get the Switch 2 Edition, other than I want to want this to run at a higher frame rate because it's like it's new stuff, it's literally new content.
Feature enhanced
And also,
resolution and frame rates.
This game looks really
also
good
support
running at
HDR,
60 FPS.
which makes the image more vibrant,
Like,
so you can play with smoother,
Tears-
higher definition graphics.
Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom actually both look really good running at 60. And honestly, this is what honestly both of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom actually look like they run a lot better on the Switch 2. They actually look like they run a real lot better on the. I remember these games chugging on the Switch 1. Like the Switch 1 was struggling to run this, especially in Tears of the Kingdom. This looks like these two games are like running a lot better on the Switch 2.
Plus, you can
And
get
also
even
this,
more out of your
I don't-
adventures in Hyrule using Zelda.
This is actually really funny. It's actually really funny.
This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations.
They
like
basically
shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
they've added GPS to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom basically. That's something for people that look like the Switch really high. Yep. Again, I have to stress this. I have to stress this. the Switch 2 really does show that the Switch 1 was lost. Because Nintendo needed to have something new in the market. The Switch 2 feels like the system Nintendo wanted to make, but will pretty much forced to get it out the door because they probably weren't going to survive in the hardware market if they didn't have something new and exciting. The Switch 2 is I'm convinced the Switch 2 is the definitive version of the Switch hardware that the hardware developers wanted to make in the first place. That's what it feels like.
Guidance activating.
And I'm kind of really happy that these hardware developers for the Switch can finally like realize their full vision for what they wanted the Switch to be to life. Like that's finally being realized. Like this is what we wanted the Switch to be, and we finally after 8 years can realize what we want. Can realize it.
Proceed north.
And also, yeah, they have a GPS to board for the what? I don't know why. Who's going to use this? I'd rather play the game itself.
You can share your creations using QR codes.
This is actually a cool feature, though.
To another player
you can actually like send like auto build information for Tales of the Kingdom. You can send like auto build schematics to like other people through like the phone app. That's actually a really cool. That's actually kind of a cool feature.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
And also, Kirby!
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story, exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates.
Another game where I think like the bump to 60 FPS, again I would appreciate because this game did settle at points, but it's getting like DLC, like endgame DLC.
This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor.
Kirby, that's the name of it now. And also, like, this actually feels like substantial DLC too.
You're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
This actually feels like substantial DLC. This does take place after. I think this takes place after like Endgame. After like post game and Forgotten Lands post game. So I'm interested to see where this goes.
Metroid Prime 4.
Metroid Prime 4.
Both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Metroid Prime 4, which does look amazing.
In addition to standard controls,
it's getting the
mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
I'm surprised you have mouse controls.
Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second.
Oh boy.
Choose from these
Prime 4 looks amazing. Like Prime 4 and Mario Kart World are probably going to be the two exclusive games that for a long time are going to be like the reasons people like buy a Switch. Buy a Switch 2. Like these two games right here. Because they both look really good.
HDR, based on your preference and playstyle.
I really hope Prime 4 is a launch title.
Plus,
and also
Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year.
Thank God. I just want to say this real quick. Thank God that Pokemon Legends ZA is getting the Switch 2 upgrade. Thank God that it is. And you can see for this Switch, it looks a lot better than what we've seen so far. Because this game needs to make a good first impression. As a Pokemon fan, I really want this game to make a good first impression.
Not only receive a Nintendo
but this
Switch
does look
version,
good.
But a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well.
This does look good.
By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced...
Honestly, my honest opinion on Legends ZA. Legends ZA honestly looks like the most promising and looks like the most promising and fun Pokemon game we've gotten in a long time. It honestly looks like the most promising Pokemon game we've gotten in a long time that is trying something new and taking. Yeah, the fact that it's 60. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. It's like, thank God Legends ZA is getting the Switch 2 upgrade, because Legends ZA needs to make a good first impression, and having this just helps a lot. Having the resolution bump and the fact that it's winning at 60. It's really winning at 60. That helps. That helps a lot. So hopefully ZA releases and it makes a good first impression. I just want ZA to be good, and this gives me hope that it's at least it's going to run smooth. It's at least going to run smoothly.
Resolution and frame rates. The Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Honestly, from my opinion, Pokemon Legends ZA needed the Switch to boost the absolute most, because there was a few areas in the ZA footage that we've seen so far that looked a bit rough. Like, the game didn't look bad. It looked fine, but there were a few areas where it looked a bit rough. And that footage, it looks a lot cleaner and running a lot smoother.
You're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls.
Oh yeah, this is weird. This game is weird.
Please take a look.
This game is weird. Hold on. Oh, hi Dad. Hi Dad. Hi Mom. Hi Dad. Hey, how are you? How was the movie? It was good. Okay. So my parents go home. And also, I don't get this. So, Tell chat that says hi. I don't want them to wonder what I'm doing. So yeah, this. Is this a paraplegic basketball game? Is this like a wheelchair basketball game? That's what it looks like. This is so weird. I hope this more than this is just like basketball. Yeah, it's based on it's wheelchair basketball. It's wheelchair basketball. But I kind of hope there's more to this than just like playing basketball. If this is all this game is, then I'm gonna lose interest. I really hope this is not just what all this game is. I know. Again, if wheelchair basketball is all that game is, then I'm going to lose interest really fast. Honestly, because it kind of looks kind of dull. So I hope there's more than that.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con
controllers
as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're
the fact that it's using the mouse controls is actually interesting. I hope that's intuitive.
Here are some games from our publishing and...
My biggest worry about the mouse controls is that they're going to feel like weird and unintuitive. Like, it's gonna work for... That's my biggest worry about, like, the games that are using the mouse controls. They're gonna feel weird and unintuitive and clunky.
Development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, it feels more or less like, who asked for this? It's the same feeling I got with Alms, honestly. It's like, okay, this is a weird idea for a game, and I don't know what the hell this is going to play out. Does anyone remember Alms?
I have long
Oh, this is a shock. Elden Ring.
This world is in dire need of repair.
Hey look, it's Elden Ring.
You can see them can't hear.
You did hit Bookshop roulette of the Switch 2. Oh god. I was not expecting Elden Ring on the Switch.
I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord.
I was not expecting Elden Ring on the Switch.
Take the throne.
Elden Ring Tarnished Edition. I wasn't expecting that. I just didn't.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasabin from Supergiant Games. Here to say that
And also
Hades 2
Hades
is coming to
2.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Hades
Our
2.
first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time.
Hades 2.
You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth, getting to know dozens of characters.
I have the
from Greek
original.
myth
I have
and
the
a story
original.
that reacts to your
I have the original Snake Hades, and I haven't gotten like beaten the main story yet.
setback and victory.
I heard
It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not.
I remember
For
Alms.
more about Hades 2,
I remember Alms. It should have been in the game because that's a yep. I really hope they do something of Alms. I really hope they just do something of Alms and try and reignite interest in Alms because it's a cool idea for a fighting game. It's just that people. Alms got overshadowed by Splatoon. That's what happened. Nintendo tried to capture lightning in a bottle twice. Saw the massive success of Splatoon and tried to capture lightning in a bottle a second time with Alms. And as a result, Alms just got completely overshadowed by Splatoon because people were like, I'm already playing Splatoon. Why would I want another Nintendo multiplayer game? So that's really what happened. That would be cool. That would be cool if they just made Alms a straight up beat 'em up. That would be a really good direction to actually take Alms in. That would actually be make Nintendo turning Alms into their version of a beat 'em up. That would actually be really cool. Because Nintendo really hasn't done a beat 'em up. Like, Splatoon is literally the first full way into making a third-person shooter. Turn Alms into Nintendo's full way into making a beat 'em up. I would love to see how Nintendo would do genres they normally never touch. We've seen that they can come up with creative ideas for stagnant genres, as shown as Splatoon. I would love to see Nintendo's take on a first-person shooter or beat 'em up or any other genre. Especially in the Q's element. Yeah, that would be cool. I doubt Nintendo would do it. We have to see if Nintendo actually does that. But that would be a really good direction to take Alms in. Not gonna lie.
later this year.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの
And also Capcom.
我々がお届けするタイトルはストリートファイター6です。
Street Fighter 6.
本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂
Oh, by the way, someone else pointed out. Then Switch 2 has a network port. That got overshadowed, but the Switch 2 does have a network port, which means you're not gonna be which means you have an option to just not rely on Wi-Fi. You can actually but for a game like Street Fighter 6 is actually good because it's because it's fighting games you want as little lag as possible.
2だけの新モードもあります。 ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録したイヤーズ1、2、ファイターズエディション
And also, you can tell, like...
さらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒
And also, you can probably tell, like, these are the third-party games that Nintendo is showing off to basically... This is basically Nintendo going... The Switch 2 is powerful enough to actually handle all of these modern games that either had to be severely downgraded on the Switch 1 or be cloud versions on the Switch 1. This is Nintendo saying the Switch 2 has enough power to actually handle all of these. So you can just...
実の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
And also, Street Fighter 6 fits right in alongside most Nintendo games because of how colorful it is. Because of how colorful it is. So yeah, that was a good pick.
Initiating arsenal boot sequence.
And also,
weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at
you might get a like if you make game.
Normal. Commencing launch. After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
In need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
This is I forgot what this game is actually.
Thanks for the warm welcome.
It's that thing that happened in World War II. I forgot what this game is called. I do. I forgot what this game was called, but I do know that this is one of the Switch 1 wants games. I kind of got overshadowed. I forgot what this game was called actually.
We're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart.
Oh, children.
Oh, Demon X Machina.
Lives, don't they?
Demon X Machina. Yeah, I forgot this game existed.
This is Joseph Fares from Hazelight. I'm
Split
super excited
Fiction.
for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy.
Yeah, Split
Together,
Fiction coming
they
to
get
the
trapped
Switch
in their
2.
own stories, and it's up to you and a friend.
I've heard really good things about Split Fiction.
Now, let me tell you this.
I've heard...
If you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one, trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on
It is that everyone that wasn't on Suda 51's team. Yeah, true.
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together.
Hey look, it's bringing about the sports games.
Legacy to Nintendo. Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are
Hogwarts Legacy coming to the Switch. I forgot this game. Hogwarts Legacy coming to the Switch for people who care.
You'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before.
Again, these are just like all the third-party games that Nintendo was just going. Nintendo was going. The Switch 2. The Switch 2 can actually handle this.
Even more ways to experience the adventure.
This is a bit of Nintendo Wii is showing people that the Switch 2 can actually handle all this, handle all of these like high HD games.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on?
Tony Hawk. I never played a Tony Hawk game. I have never played any Tony Hawk game. You never experienced a Lego Hogwarts. I forgot there was a Lego Harry Potter game. I honestly forgot there was a Lego Harry Potter game. Woo, no. And also, jump scale thing. Suddenly SpongeBob map in this game.
Hello, this is Christian Eladan from IO Interactive.
Tony Hawk 1+2. Yeah, I never played any Tony Hawk game.
We're bringing our flagship title,
and also
Hitman Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2.
If you care about Hitman.
As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47.
Now, why do these games a lot of these games don't really feel like they would ever be on a Nintendo console. They would be in a Nintendo system because they completely go against what Nintendo tries to go for with the bland image, honest, actually.
And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination. Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2.
Yeah, that's a Hitman.
Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
And also, yeah, guess what this is? Somebody has all the context of the world walkway. Does Hitman do that? Does Hitman do that a lot? I put... Yeah, new 007 game! New 007 game!
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. So good for people who like James Bond. And also,
The story of light and shadow
Bravely Default
is reborn.
Oh, wait, the most recent Hitman games. Okay.
Remastered
Yep.
in high definition.
Bravely Default Remastered. I have never played this, but I've heard it was good. I have never played Bravely any of the Bravely games, but I've heard they're really good.
Help you control the
And I've never played any of the Bravely games, but I heard they're really good, and go into some serious full floor breaking mindfuck territory by the end. And I kind of want to play these games just to see what the end games are like, because I've heard that most of the Bravely games go into some really crazy full floor breaking mindfuck territory by the very end of the game and with the final bosses. So it's great. But I do know they fixed Bravely Default's fine. Yeah, that's a thing I heard about Bravely Default, is that doesn't Bravely Default make you go for like the same like four dungeons 5 times to complete the game, or something stupid like that? Because that's what I've heard, and it's like, ugh, that feels like padding. That honestly feels like padding.
flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features.
But I'm sure like Bravely Default fans are like really happy with this.
And all new
I'm sure that Bravely Default fans are. Yeah, they added like mouse mini games. Mouse mini games for the definitive version too. No, play the games like 5 times in a row to get the actual. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely padding. That's definitely padding. Oh, that sounds like it sucks. That sounds like it's absolutely. Hopefully, the definitive edition will cut down on that. Hopefully, they realize. Oh yeah. Oh wait, this was a really bad idea. Let's just cut part of this out. Because, yeah, that is definitely just padding out the game at that point.
Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。我々がお送りする
And also, yeah, Yakuza Zero! Yakuza Zero on the Switch!
1988年、東京と大阪、2つの開
And it actually looks... And it's actually running fairly well.
伝説の始まりを追加
Granted, Yakuza has never been the most intensive game in the first place because of how over the top, because of how heavily it's stylized and how over the top goofy you can get at points, but it's still impressive that this is running on the Switch. I've heard Yakuza is really good, especially Zero. I have never played I have a lot of the Yakuza games on PlayStation. I just haven't played them yet, but I've heard they're all really good. I've heard all of these are really good. I've seen a few Let's Plays and I kind of want to play them just to see how batshit insane they get. But I've heard all of the Yakuza series is really good. I need to get back to playing through Like a Dragon. That's been sitting like in my backlog for a while, and I need to get back to like playing through that. I liked what I played of it so far, but I need to get back to it.
We'll have more games to show from our
This
publishing.
company supplies that show the new things will be on the Basically, yeah. Yeah. I need to get back for playing through Like a Dragon. Okay, the start of the Ichiban saga. I have like 4 of the Kyoyo games. I just haven't played them yet. I'm gonna wait until I finish like a Dragon before I jump into the Kyoyo games, because Ichiban's games are kind of long, being like more traditional JRPGs, and I do not want to jump into like Infinite Wealth immediately after Infinite Wealth immediately. As I feel like after I beat Like a Dragon, I would want something different for my Yakuza game, and so playing through like Yakuza 0 or Kiwami 1 would actually be like a nice change of pace from like the more traditional like turn-based gameplay that the Ichiban games have.
And development partners.
I like how I'm calling them the Ichiban. I like how I'm calling them. I'm like how I'm calling Like a Dragon and Infinite Wealth the Ichiban games, and the previous games the Kiryu games. I think that's a good way to separate them, considering how different they are. But yeah.
But for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
Also, something I sort of expected but didn't.
When the Zonai
We also put okay, so I'm pretty much
joined hands with
I'm pretty much doing the same thing the Yakuza fan base does.
Hylians who dwell
Anyway,
on the surface.
again, and now for a game that should have been obvious to everyone, but wasn't for some reason.
But in time,
Yeah, hi, Zoda.
arose.
Zoda Muso. How you doing?
A
This
war
is.
was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call
Oh, this is what the trailer spoil.
the imprisoning war.
Walu. Hi, Walu. What is it?
Perhaps you
Walu is
have
hot.
traveled back in time.
Yes, I said that. Walu is hot.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
So basically, this is what Zelda was going through once he got set back into the past in Tears of the Kingdom. That's basically. Which is a good setting for a Muso game. Again, this feels like it should have been obvious, but nobody was expecting it for some reason. I hope this one's better than Age of Calamity. I hope to God this one's better than Age of Calamity, because Age of Calamity is kind of infamous for like chugging horrendously at points. I mean, that's nothing new, XP. You might be wondering if I said the big upside Switch to. Yeah, Age of Imprisonment. Because I say Switch 2. Coming this winter.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games.
So yeah,
with support from Nintendo.
I don't know why I didn't expect this. I mean, it's obvious in hindsight, but I didn't expect this. I knew Hyrule Warriors for some reason.
Which took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can
Nintendo
continue
Switch
to enjoy
Online.
Nintendo
This
Switch
is something
Online on Switch 2. And with
Can we
Nintendo
use
Switch
Switch 2? This is
Online
good
Plus
too.
expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit
Yeah.
exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
They're finally doing it! They're finally adding
Nintendo
GameCube!
Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo
They're finally
Switch
adding
2.
GameCube. It only took them 10 years and they got completely different console.
Here are the titles.
It only took them 10 years. It only took them 8 years and a completely different system to do it, but they're finally doing it.
will be available.
About time.
A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a
Wind
cartoon
Waker.
come to life through cell shading. Controlling the
Wind Waker was actually a pretty good
mysterious
choice
baton,
for the starting.
set sail on an adventure.
Wind Waker was actually a pretty good choice to be the first game in the lineup.
Across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker.
This is actually pretty good. Soul Calibur 2.
A tale of
I don't know anything about Soul Calibur. All the other people have been doing it better with the totally legal Nintendo GameCube. Totally legal. I don't know anything about Soul Calibur, by the way.
And Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world of
F-Zero
racing
GX.
at speeds over 2,000
F-Zero fans are
kilometers per
happy.
hour.
Well,
30 machine.
is it sad that I think this is probably the best F-Zero fans are going to get? I don't think we're getting a new F-Zero game. I think F-Zero is kind of dead. I honestly think this right here is probably the best F-Zero fans are ever going to get, which is kind of sad. This is the closest we're ever going to get to Nintendo actually acknowledging that F-Zero exists. I feel so bad for F-Zero fans. I feel so bad for F-Zero fans.
We'll put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series first, machine
sadly, yeah. Is it pleasant that we're even getting GX in the first place on the Nintendo? They're even getting GX in any official capacity at all from Nintendo. But yeah, I feel so bad for F-Zero fans.
And story mode. Get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally.
At least it has online mode. At least it has online multiplayer. At least it has online multiplayer, so there's that.
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls
same
for each
features
title
as
and
NSO.
customize them to your liking. More titles will be added in the future.
And also, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, Pokemon XD, Chibi Robo, Pokemon Coliseum. Like that actually has me like the fight real action. Nintendo is actually acknowledging that the Pokemon Coliseum games exist, and that the GameCube Fire Emblem games exist.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, launches the same day as the hardware's release.
So yeah, we're gonna get the same day as what you said.
A dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller
And the game
will
control.
also be released.
And the GameCube control, because they always do this whenever they add a new system to NSO.
It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access game chat. The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusive.
I never
available
bought
for
these
Nintendo
because
Switch
I don't
Online
have I have never bought any of these because I don't see the point. By the way,
will
I just
also
don't
be
see the
available
point.
the same day
I guess it's just for the novelty if you just really want to use the original control, but I don't see the point.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Whether you're familiar with the games or
Yeah.
haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
Alright, let me press the button in the spot when you're about pressing it, you avoid it pedal. Wow. And also, this is a big deal. This is actually kind of a big deal. Deltarune is Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 are finally coming out. How long has this game been in development for? How long have Deltarune fans waited for Chapters 3 and 4 after Chapter 2 was released? How? These are... Yeah. Feels like it's finally happening. Deltarune fans can finally stop speculating on when chapters 3 and 4 are going to release. This is Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and Chapter 4. Deltarune fans are free. Oh, yes. On wants to... That is a big deal right there. The fact that we'll get that Chapters 3 and 4 of Deltarune all at once title. I don't think it's gonna be Switch 2 exclusive, but that is a really big... It might be a timed exclusive, but I don't care. It's like Deltarune fans can finally just breathe a sigh of relief that Deltarune story is finally going to continue. That Deltarune is that the game isn't dead.
I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our
Borderlands 4.
flagship Borderlands game, will launch on
I have
Nintendo
no
Switch
faith
2.
in this game.
Borderlands is back.
I have absolutely no faith in this
A world
game.
filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons.
I have no faith in Gearbox to be able to make something that can please anyone, considering all the boneheaded decisions they've made over the years.
We're still in development, and it's
I have
already
absolutely
the
no
most ambitious
faith.
Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4
Like
will
seriously,
launch-
if you look up the Gearbox, you'll quickly see like, yep. It's because I have no faith in Gearbox. It's because of Wendy. It's because nobody at Gearbox wants to tell Wendy you can't do this. That is the cause of the problem. All the problems. Nobody wants to tell Wendy we're not letting you do this, and just any. Well, Wendy, if they don't kick out Wendy soon, Gearbox is gonna go out of business. Oh, and even if they do kick him out, the Gearbox is probably going to still go out of business because of how much damage he's done to the company's to the company's reputation. And Borderlands 4 could easily be Gearbox's last game. Borderlands 4 could easily be. Borderlands 4 has to seriously prove that the developers at Gearbox actually want to make a good game. And not...
in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more
God, yeah,
content
that's such
on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis.
Okay, we're past that now.
We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Oh yeah,
Civ
Civ 7.
Civilization 7.
Civilization 7.
In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people through.
This is a game I can actually. This is a game I can actually see the mouse controls actually working really well. Say to the bunnies. Yeah, but Civ 7. This is a game I can actually see the mouse controls working really well for.
Throughout the ages of history.
The fluffy kind, but all bunnies are
With
fluffy.
mouse control,
All bunnies are
players
fluffy.
can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience.
Yeah.
Civ 7
Like
launched-
this is Civilization. This is a game I can see the mouse controls actually working like fairly intuitively with.
on the same day as
playing this in in tabletop mode with like the Joy-Con on like a table. That would actually be kind of
Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls in Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade. And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel.
Hey, 2K!
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to
WB
see
2K!
And on the court.
Yay!
Four kids find this
Oh, that's in this game.
off they went armed with
So
nothing but youthful
this
enthusiasm and a profound lack of memory.
this feels like this is a co-op game.
Terrible at steering around. Let's slay some trees.
The art style kind of reminds me of Overcooked. The art style this kind of reminds me of Overcooked a bit.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah,
Tastes amazing, doesn't it?
this isn't my alley. at all.
Really have started to master
This
this
is it.
survival thing.
I have nothing against people who actually like these kind of games, but this is not me. At least WWE 2K adds new things and sports games. Yeah, sports games are falling a long way.
Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail. This time for home.
Not my thing, but I know someone will like this.
Hi, I'm Gabe Crooks from Dodgeroll.
Oh yeah, Enter the Gungeon 2.
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
I didn't know you.
Dodge countless bullets and aim.
I had no idea they were even making an Enter the Gungeon 2. I had no idea they were even working on this.
Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can
To be honest,
favorite elements to
I'm gonna be honest. The 3D art style doesn't pop as much as the 3D art style isn't nearly as endearing as the 2D art style from the first game. This isn't nearly as endearing. The bullets were actually kind of flat. Oh, Astro Neil. It's probably on. I think this is Astro. I forgot if this is. I think this might be. Yeah, this definitely looks like Astro Neil. Just running art style. I hope they update X against the Lander against. Oh yeah, the pixel. Yeah, this pixel. Yeah, the 3D art style for Enter the Gungeon 2 isn't nearly as endearing. There was just something about like the rough looking like pixel art, the intentionally rough looking pixel art of like the first Enter the Gungeon that was just so much more charming, and I don't know where it is. But Astro Neil, it is definitely Astro Neil. Star Seeker Astro Neil. I have never played Astro Neil, by the way. Is it any good?
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from Celebrity.
Oh yeah, this is.
We are delighted to bring.
And another shock. Cyberpunk 2077, running on the Switch 2.
Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure RPG.
How is the Switch 2 running Cyberpunk of all games?
You can transport yourself to the city of.
By the way, if you want to talk about redemption story, Cyberpunk 2077 is easily one of the longest and most easily one of the the redemption story for in gaming. Like this game. It's too much. It's too much to go into here, but you can look at it. Like this is easily like one of the longest redemption stories in the gaming industry. Like Cyberpunk 2077 is actually an amazing game now. Especially, it's actually an amazing game now. If like all the updates they've done to it, all the fixes they've done to it, releasing I've heard is actually really good and substantial like DLC for it. It's basically yeah. I've heard Cyberpunk. I've played the opening hours of the opening like 2 hours of Cyberpunk 2077. I got overwhelmed by how much content there was and put it down. But I can tell that it's like, oh, this is a massive. This is a massive improvement of how it was and how it was before. I've actually heard that its DLC is actually like really good. Like adding an entire new area that has even more side missions and more build and like. And incredibly overpowered abilities for you to mess around with. And an actually pretty engaging story. Like, I've heard, like, the Phantom Liberty DLC is for Cyberpunk 2077 is actually, like, really, really good in multiplayer.
On the go. Get ready to meet unforgettable characters and discover engaging stories when Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
And also, from what I've seen of Cyberpunk 2077, it's basically the best way I can describe it. From what I've seen, it's basically kind of like an open world, kind of like an open world RPG, kind of like an open world RPG, kind of like basically Fallout-esque RPG that has Yakuza energy. That's the best way I can describe it. Because it does. Because I've seen that some of the side missions in Cyberpunk 2077 do feel like they could be side missions. Do feel like they could be sub stories in a Yakuza game, like genuinely.
Square Enix の浜口です。
Oh yeah,
Nintendo Switch 2
Final Fantasy VII Remake coming to the Switch 2. Not Rebirth for some reason, but remake.
ミッドから脱出までを描いた三部作シリーズ
They're
の
probably going to. It's always fixing the yeah, but that's what I've noticed. Like that's what I've also noticed. Like it's very much like very early Cyberpunk, the gritty Cyberpunk, the we're not gonna pull any punches Cyberpunk, like, and also FF7 remake. They're probably gonna bring Rebirth of a Ladle.
一作目となり20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いただきます。スイッチ2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Yeah, sizzle oil. And this game kind of got lost. Nintendo, you can't just shadow drop this. 2025, they literally just shadow dropped this in a sizzle wheel. And I'm like, no, you can't blue ball you can't blue ball Hollow Knight fans like this. You can't just blue ball on Hollow Knight fans like this. At least we have a release year. But still, you can't. This feels like you can't just blue ball Hollow Knight fans like this, especially after how long they've been waiting. At least we have a release year. But God. Please let Silksong be good when it finally comes out. Please, for the love of God, let Silksong actually be good when it finally comes out. Silksong has literally. It is like you have the best party in the place you got shot. Silksong has pretty much become the Duke Nukem level of the indie scene at this point. Only, the game actually looks good, and people are going insane. I remember when I heard that apparently Silksong was originally a Kickstarter goal for Hollow Knight, but it's just exploded into. People are going to go rabid when we finally get a release date for this thing. They're just gonna go insane. Story of Seasons. I don't know what Goodnight Universe is. I have to check it out later. 2-Point Museum. Never played the 2-Point games. Wild Hearts. Blitzblock. I might have no interest. Puyo Puyo Tetris. Moon Factory. Never played a Moon Factory game and I don't really care. Marvel Complex Invasion. I might get this because I'm a massive Marvel fan. Star Wars Outlaws. Don't care. I heard it was bad. No more Nuggets and Bisson. Never played with this series before. Fast Fusion. Whatever else it is, it's totally not a we can mix a full thing. No, also Fast Fusion, basically Fast Fusion. A Nuddle spiritual successor to F-Zero because Nintendo refuses to make a new F-Zero game themselves. Shadow Labyrinth. This game looks surprisingly good for how goofy the concept is. Wido Remastered! I might get this. I honestly might get this. June 19th. I honestly might get this. This looks like a really interesting take on SMT and SMT, and I want to see how different it is. So I might get this. Yeah, that's my honest opinion on Wido. It looks like an honestly really interesting and unique take on SMT that I want to see where the story goes. I want to say the guys at Fast Food actually was how did I get F-Zero and I need to recheck. Okay. Reanimal. Isn't this game by the Little Nightmares devs? I think this is the game. I think this is the new game by the Little Nightmares devs that they were making because they lost the license to continue Little Nightmares. It has. Yeah, this is really Little Nightmares. This is really Little. This is extremely Little Nightmares. This is really much in the same vein as Little Nightmares. Fortnite, because of course. I think it's a law at this point that every single console has to have Fortnite on it. It's not written more that every single console has to have Fortnite on it at some point. Okay, Professor Layton! Professor Layton fans so happy. Tamagotchi plot, yep, don't kill. You went full flat too. I didn't know they were making a sequel to this game.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
Okay, I double checked. It was with the burnout. I double checked. It was the. Oh, you mean from the Burnout devs? Okay, that's interesting because Burnout and F-Zero are two completely different games. Like two vastly different games. So that's really interesting. And also, not my thing. And I've heard this is like multiplayer focused, so it's like eh.
I give you.
Not really.
My blood.
You're gonna probably realize what this is really quickly.
I give you my life. Turn a wheel and transport him to a night of moonlight. To humanity.
But the FunSub fans, well, yep, the FunSub fans. I hope this is good. I hope this is maybe multiplayer focused. But I really hope this is good. This is, and you'll see, this is very much in like the same vein as Bloodborne. Very much in the same vein as Bloodborne. Only just more industrial. I hope there's enough like single player stuff here for it to be actually attract like the Dark Souls and Bloodborne fans. I don't know. Is this vampires? If anything, this might be vampires. I think this might be vampires actually. Jetpack. This is unlike any other thing from set. They're not diesel punk. And that's very much Bloodborne. That is very much like very much something like Bloodborne. Yeah, and also vampire. It's a real vampires. Weird frog thing. And there's the multiplayer focus. I hope this is good. And I hope this is like I hope this feels more like a like Bloodborne than it does like a multiplayer game.
Carrier of blood.
This is Switch 2 exclusive, by the way, which is insane. This actually looks really good, and again, the fact that the Switch 2 can actually like run this. The Dust Bloods. So yeah, my intention for sale is like the T-Rex transformation. Of course he did. Of course he did. And we have Kitty with wings. Next year. Yep, the Switch 2 exclusive, but it's kind of nuts.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available.
Okay.
That's all from our publishing and development partners.
I hope that's
We'd like
good.
to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation. In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
And also, again, something nobody was expecting. It's a rope stall. I love this. I love this. Woo! Whoop! Beat on the stall, Kirby. Beat on the stall. Beat up the stall, Kirby. Kirby's beating it up. It's like. And now. And the zoom in. Dramatic zoom. And this is like what is this? What is this? Why is the car? I had no idea what this is. Then I realized. Then I started thinking, wait, is this a racing game? Is this some kind of racing game? But. Kirby Airline! No one was expecting. It's just completely out of left field, a sequel to Kirby Airline. We have Sakurai. I thought Sakurai retired. Why is he directing on this? Why is Sakurai directing this?
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago.
We do this as a Sakurai. I was looking on doing his YouTube post, and I'm so happy. I hope I get to use my. Yeah. So Sakurai finally gets to make something that's not Smash Bros. And I actually really am, because whenever Sakurai makes a game that's not Smash Bros, it's usually really good. So I'm actually kind of excited for this.
Is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air.
Whenever Sakurai manages to make a game make a game that's not Smash Bros, it's usually really good. Like Kid Icarus. I hope Kid Icarus Uprising gets like a remake, like a full remake with normal controls. As that game deserves to be freed from 3DS jail, and with like normal controls and not the weird ass controls it had originally.
Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
Seriously, one last game before. Oh, and this is it.
Next
Okay.
is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
So Sakurai is working on one more game that he actually wants to make before fully retiring. Okay. And now we have this. This makes me so excited. I do have to have Prime Devs. Yeah, the Prime Devs handling the Kid Icarus Uprising port would be amazing. I'm so happy. That shot right there was maybe. That shot right there made me go, wait, is this Donkey Kong Country? This has really strong Donkey Kong Country energy. I think this might be Donkey Kong Country. And then there he is! 3D! There he is! Everything. This is pretty much a 3D Donkey Kong Country game. Which I was not expecting would ever get. And I love how the main his new design always works. Also, I love how the main gimmick of this game seems to. I love how the main gimmick of this game just seems to be Blake shit. That's literally the main gimmick of this. It's literally just Blake shit. His walk buddy is adorable, yeah. His little walk golem buddy is like really cute. It is adorable. This looks so good though. DK finally getting a proper 3D platform. DK finally getting a proper 3D platformer. That's getting a proper 3D platformer. That's not DK64 after like 2 decades. That's a nice sexy monkey with the end. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that I've already seen a lot of fan art of DK's new design on Blue Sky. People are going nuts for this design. This is this is pretty much a 3D Donkey Kong Country. They don't call it Donkey Kong Country, but that's what this is. I love how explicit DK is. This game looks so good. Yeah. This game looks... This is going to be the Mario Odyssey of the Switch 2. Calling it now, this is the Mario Odyssey of the Switch 2. Donkey Kong Bonanza! I just got the pun. Literally just got the pun. Yeah, not too far off. Yep, it 100% is. 100% is just a 3D Donkey Kong 3D Donkey Kong Country. Which I am perfectly okay with.
Starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground.
Again, I love how the gimmick is just
More
Blake
details
shit.
will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World,
which I expected.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2
website,
which goes live
Yep.
later today.
Yep. Yeah.
We've covered a lot of information, but
Yeah,
that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo
I'm
Switch
really
2.
happy with this presentation.
We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Like, again, if it wasn't for like the pricing thing, this presentation actually kind of puts the Switch 2 in a really positive light because there's a lot of good here. And of course we got overshadowed by the pricing drama. My thoughts yeah, the Switch 2 is exactly what it needed to be, and we have some really exciting like games coming up for it. Like, yeah, in my opinion, just the sheer like power, just the massive upgrade alone that the Switch desperately needed kind of justifies the price of the console itself for me. Because it's like, oh, it's just a much better Switch that can run all my existing Switch 1 games at a much smoother frame rate and a higher resolution. That alone just justifies the upgrade, and all the exclusive Switch 2 games are just nice bonuses. And the price is a bit steep, but it's mixed bag. But I'm definitely going to get a Switch 2. I don't know if I'm gonna get it at once or not, but I'm definitely gonna get a Switch 2 at some point. And if I do get a Switch 2, I'm probably going to one of the first games probably gonna get like Mario Kart World because I like Mario Kart, and that's the first and Mario. And again, I'm happy that it's finally moving away from Mario Kart 8, and that world actually looks like it's doing something different with Mario Kart. Because Mario Kart's kind of been stagnant for a while, and I'm happy they're doing something different with World. That's right. Oh yeah, all the third-party games we're getting for the Switch 2. All the third-party games for the Switch 2 are actually like, oh, it's like cool. We're actually getting like games that we know and I never thought we would actually get for the Switch 2, like Elden Ring and Cyberpunk. Deltarune, but the biggest surprise in terms of third party was definitely Deltarune. I was not expecting Deltarune to get a release date here. Like, wow. I doubt Deltarune will be an exclusive. I think Deltarune is also going to come out on like PC, come out on like PC the same day. But it's nice that Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 finally have a proper release date. And none else. Oh yeah, it's the news. I see Silk Fang's flying a ball. At least we have a release year for Silksong. At least we have a release year. The Silksong fans thinking sauce and that. And again, the fact of finally adding GameCube, which is good. They're finally adding GameCube, and picked some really solid games to let with some forgotten GameCube titles like Pokemon Colosseum and the Fire Emblem games being shown first, probably first be added, which is gonna be nice. Again, it's a massive upgrade. The only really blemish on this presentation is like, why are they selling like the stupid tech demo thing as separate when that should have been a pack-in? That feels like it really should have been a pack-in. I don't really get that. Yeah. But other than that, I think this was a good presentation that puts the Switch 2 in a mostly positive light. Yeah, we just have to see how things check up. Yeah, anyway. Oof. I'm I think I have said all I had to say about this presentation, so I'm gonna find someone delayed. Wait, channel. No. I'm gonna wait you. See you guys next stream. Well, tomorrow we're gonna be playing Bug Fables. See you guys then. Now.